Expert pussy eating is a way to compensate for what is missing in male performance.
I was getting in there, you know what I'm saying? And when I came out of there, I saw blood. When I say I lost my shit.
So what I will do is
Okay.
tampon in,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna pack it, right? I'm gonna put with just the clit.
Oh, I got you. And he going
and I'm gonna stay focused, like laser, like sniper.
In the house. I'm your host, Lady Murk in the house. And I got two very special guests right here. Shout out to all my kin folks. I want to introduce my co-host, TT So Cute. Hey, TT. And of course, I gotta introduce my very special guest, Mr. Sharay Hayes, aka the Punisher.
Welcome.
Man, welcome to In the House. It's such a pleasure to have you. For those who don't know, In the House is brought to you by Status Network, ATL Plug for Podcast Power Play. Tap into Status Network right now for the hottest podcast ever. We're going to get into a little bit of pillow talk. And TT, since you are my co-host for today, I do want you to lead it off and talk about what's been going on in the Diddy case, because I got to hear your opinion, Mr. Hayes, because, you know, you was during that time, you went to court, you was on the stand, and you gave your truth. And, you know, now it's been...
Hey, we all know.
It's been denied. His bail's been denied. And I really want to get your opinion about how you feel about Diddy not being able to get off. Because, I mean, in our opinion, we feel like he's probably not guilty in some cases. Like, what do you think? What do you think about him not being off bail, like being denied for bail?
So what the judges have the ability to do is, even though he wasn't found guilty, they can listen to all the details in the case and then give him a sentence based on that. So because admittedly, like his attorney said, yes, he did do domestic violence.
Okay.
Yes, he was abusive.
Okay.
The judge does have a right to take that into consideration and give him more time than he would technically deserve. Now, is that fair? Is it not fair?
Right.
That's the debate.
Yeah, it's politics. You know, I think Diddy he's a powerful man. You know, let's just call it what it is. He's a very powerful man. I think he was doing things behind the scenes. And that's the reason why they're not trying to let him out. I don't think this is the only reason. I think this is exposed for the reason, but I think he was just trying to do a power play and take over certain corporations and businesses as he always been done. And I mean, of course, we're not going to deny the fact that it was domestic violence involved, and we're not going to deny the fact that he was doing a couple things behind the curtains, but it's not criminal, if you will, like in a certain sense to where as though he was denied bail, in my opinion. What do you think, TT?
Well, my opinion is, you know, in the United States of America, okay?
He's a black man. Right.
Listen, he'll be waiting until October. So, yeah. So,
he got a date?
Yeah, he has to wait for his sentencing.
Okay.
So, yeah, when he was denied bail, that means that it won't be looking as comfortable, you know, on the outside. It'll, be in the inside.
Do you think he'd be released this year, or do you think they're going to try to hold him for longer than they need to? What is your...
Well, I thought he should receive time served.
That's what I thought, too.
I thought he should have, but the fact that they're making this hard push and they're still denying his bail and stuff, it kind of makes me think they
are going to give him some jail time.
Like the prosecution is asking for 5 to 6 years.
Wow.
So the judge could be nice and he'll still get 4. But the thing that is most alarming to me is the judge asked them to find like another person that was committed for the same crime.
Right.
and how much time that person got, and they can't find one person
That's what I'm saying.
that's
That-
doing
see,
jail time
And you
for
know
the
what?
same
And that's
conviction,
usually
which is
how
crazy.
the system is usually ran.
Set
You know,
up-
it's
set
based
up
off
like
of
that.
other cases, right?
And, yeah, so if there's
and
no
if you have no type of, justification or legal statute or anything that, it's
Just
honestly,
it's a joke.
yeah,
It's a big joke in a big circus, but I'm not surprised because this is like the norm now. You've seen thousands of cases, not just as similar to Diddy, but just overall, where people have to just do time because the legal system or whatever's written or whatever rules they made up and justice don't seem to be served.
Well, this is what I think about, right? I don't know if you guys are, you're probably a little younger than me, but do you remember the OJ trial?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
I'm glad you brought that up.
So now we know OJ got off with murder.
Correct.
But then a few years later, some guy stole his stuff.
He stole it back.
And he showed up to a hotel room and just walked in the room and slammed the door and said, "Give me my stuff back."
Yeah.
And somebody went, and they gave him 33 years.
Yep. I'm glad you brought that up
Yes.
because actually that's one of the things you think of. It's just like, if they want you,
they're going to
they're
get
going
you.
to get you.
Yeah.
So
by any means necessary.
Yeah.
How do you get 33 years for going to get your own stuff back?
Yeah.
I never heard of it. Yeah, it's my stuff. You have the right to your own stuff, and that's what's trippy about the whole Constitution and everything.
What we would call that? We would call that, karma.
Karma? You think it's karma?
But hey, but at the same time, a lot of people like to be the judge and the juror, and I'm not trying to be either.
Mm.
So I leave that for the Lord above, and He knows.
We're gonna pray for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Let's do that.
So I just wanted to hear your opinion because I'm just surprised as well that he got denied. Like I said, I thought he was gonna get time served. I thought he'd been out by now because, like I said, they didn't really have nothing to stand on. Mm-hmm. But it's just interesting to see how tables turn versus how, while you was doing your testimony during the time, like it was up in the air. You didn't know how the case was going to go to bringing it to like being denied for bail. And he already been in there for how long? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what are y'all doing? What is the reason? Like, let's get to the bottom ground. Like, what is the point?
Well, the good part is, October is around the corner, okay, and time is
hopefully,
flying. So,
hopefully he get justice. Hopefully they give him some type of resolution or whatever, like closure, if you will, and he get free. Because I feel like everybody knew what's up, and that's just my opinion. Everybody knew what's up. Everybody knew what they came here for. Everybody trying to act, and then this happened with the Bill Cosby case. This happened with the the R. Kelly case. I'm not saying verbatim. Of course, it was different like stories, but people just come out the woodwork, and this happened so much with celebrities, and it's not gonna ever, I feel like, cease. Like, this is gonna constantly be a thing.
Constantly.
Someone's in the head like, now you're the blame, or if you're not with the new Nolly, you just gotta play the part or just pay to be a puppet, in the wheel. And some powerful people are not gonna be puppets. And I think Diddy was one of those people. So we're gonna move on to put it on the table. This segment is all about our social controversy and social issues, and we discuss here right here in the house. And today, I think this topic is so perfect because we're gonna get into a little bit of lifestyles, because Mr. Punisher, you are the whole definition from being a male stripper to escort to getting into BDMS, like all above. And I want to definitely get your opinion. And let's explain to people, because some people get strippers and escorts and just lifestyles in general mixed up with being poly, and it's a totally different world, And I want to explain that to people. I want to educate people, because that's what we're here to do. We're going to talk about the book, and we're going to educate people as well. So 25 years you've been in the game as a male stripper, and I want to know, how did that lead though to being the escort? Because I feel like that's two separate things. Like, you could just be in the house dancing for a couple cute ladies on the clubs, and now you're going to a level of, almost as a prostitution, or just having sex for money, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. So how you go from there to here, I want you to.
Yeah, so it's real simple, right? So for me to get work as a dancer, I got to get leads, right? People call to hire
like
me,
sales.
right? So to get a bunch of work, I got to now market myself. So now, if you're in the New York City area and you Google a male stripper, I will pop up.
Okay.
So a lot of people looking for the sexual escort aspect of it will also Google the same thing.
Okay.
Let's look for a male stripper. So
Okay.
90% of the calls is, I got a bachelorette party, I got a birthday party, but there's always that 10% that's, if it's a couple, the husband is very direct. Hey, my wife is hot, I want to hire you for my wife.
Right.
And if it's a woman herself, it's usually, do you do one-on-ones?
Right.
You know, do you do massages?
For sure.
So you always get these propositions through male stripping. So you kind of always teeter the line. So I never directly, like some of the other guys were like with an escort agency and was advertised as a male companion. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of went hand in hand, you know?
Yeah, but being a male stripper, you're going to get propositions.
Okay. So it's just how much the price is basically for you.
How much?
How much you paying to drop the draw? You hear me?
And then also me keeping it 100.
Yeah.
I got standards too, so it's like you got to send me a picture or something, whatever. I'm not just showing up anywhere with it. You know.
The devil is a liar.
So what's your type? I'm curious. Like, what's your if you would say, just describe your type. You know, what would you consider? All right, she's fuckable. You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what, man? I'm pretty liberal with a type. You know,
like you go with energy, like vibe.
Yeah, because you can have a cute woman, but she doesn't have the
personality,
and flow. And some women exude sex appeal, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's especially as you get older, like it's more of a vibe you look for than just look at them titties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I agree.
You start like you appreciate a different dynamic. So.
Okay. Did you ever like build a relationship with someone special while you was a male stripper or escorting? Did you find
constantly? Yeah.
So you was like y'all was monogamous, or you like, hey, I'm still gonna be having sex with these other girls. You want have to be cool with it.
I was one of them entitled dudes. Like, hey, I want my cake and eat it too. You can't do nothing. And I'm paying the bills.
Every day.
That's what it is. That's
at least he's being honest about it. So
why not do polygamy if that's the case? Because you know you still doing you and you still want to be with this person. Maybe she was open to being in an open relationship with you. Have you thought about that?
So let me tell you the most men's issue with polygamy.
Okay.
Right? We believe, you don't have to believe it. We believe that it's a lopsided scenario.
Okay.
Right? So we believe that before I'm polygamous with a woman, that I have to show up and do all of the things a man is required to do for his woman.
Yeah.
I'd rather be single and you do you and I do me.
Right.
But I don't wanna take on the responsibility of being there for you mentally, emotionally, financially.
Yeah, okay.
If another man can get your goodies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let him do all that. You know what I'm saying? And let me just get the goodies. So men are gonna struggle with that.
Okay.
And then most of the men that I know that reluctantly deal with that is because they're with a woman that may be just an equal provider or even more of a provider.
Yeah.
Right? She's holding it down.
Yeah, that's true.
So they don't feel like, all right, there's
a balance.
Yeah. But I will honestly say, even me as a man, being a male stripper, being whatever, like, I don't want to, look, a woman in a man's life, because we don't really understand y'all, right? It's a major transition for who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm making all of these adjustments.
Yeah.
And then some other dude that sends funny text messages, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. You just here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. He can't
here for a good time.
He can't get what I do.
And listen, I mean, I hear what you're saying, sir.
I
I was reading the book because everybody has to check out the book.
Please go.
It's called In Search of Freezer Meat.
Where's the meat?
Let me just tell you, it's pretty interesting. Actually, in fact, I will have to admit, once I started reading it, I didn't put it down. But that was me
Thank you.
personally.
Thank you.
So I'm sure it's a lot of ladies out here that will do the same.
What caught your attention the most about, like, what part? Because I know my part, but I want to hear this part.
You know, I'm going to be honest. You know, a lot of times you hear the title. You know, I like books, right? You know, I into books and stuff. So I hear the title and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if it's for a female perspective or is it going to be for a male perspective, you know, audience. You get what I'm saying? And so when I actually read it and the insight that he actually provides in there, it actually gives a good insight perspective for women to actually see and perceive, you know, what men actually are going through. Yeah, he gives it good, you know, the good, he gives the bad, you know, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
it is what it is. It's pure honesty, and I love that. Though. Yeah, I love
and
that.
I love the fact that I actually work in healthcare. And so, you know, I'm always, you know, I'm very familiar. And I think that this book right here will help a lot of people out. A lot of men, in fact. So I'm hoping that a lot of men will actually go out and also
read this book,
buy this book because, you know, someone that can like guide you along the way. You ain't by yourself. And this book right here just like kind of help you along the way.
Yeah, don't be too prideful. Like I think a lot of things, especially when, you know, it comes to men, it's their pride and their ego, and y'all manhood is y'all everything. Like we get it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's broke, you feel like you as a person is wrong, and plus if you can't please another woman, they feel like, damn, am I the problem? I know this pussy good. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it me? And it's just like this constant disconnect, and you're trying to figure it out. Like even, you know, you expressing how you couldn't get off, you know, and how frustration that could have been, because I'm pretty sure, like, you mentioned you popping several different drugs and just trying to nut and going to getting a penis implant, and we're going to get into that a little later, but it's just that whole process of transitioning throughout years and years had to been, like you said, a confidence, self-esteem issue as well.
Yeah, it can emasculate you.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, it will emasculate you.
And just to kind of like tap in, because I know we're just going a little bit fast, but we're talking about ED to be, you know, so you guys can know exactly what we're talking about. And I actually have a story. I actually had a partner that actually experienced that. And it's crazy because, you know, I was one of those people, you know, I work in healthcare. I'm like, hey, let's go and see, you know, all the generics are available now. Like, let's just go and get some. He did go get the generic. That still didn't work either.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then a lot of people don't realize like a lot of medications, like regular medications that people on, like blood pressure, heart medicine, and stuff like that, beta blockers and whatnot can contribute to the issue.
Absolutely.
That was not his issue. I don't know exactly what the issue was. To be honest with you, I had to exit. But other than that, though, because
so
I
you
felt
didn't
like
try working with him, like you thought, oh.
It was a couple other things on top of that. That was kind of like the last, you know, thing. Because I love like a partnership where it's just like companionship, you know, and it's not just all sexually motivated, you know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not everything. But again, you can't be shallow, right? And it was some other things that weren't, you know, there. So it made it easier to depart. So, but yeah.
So I want to get into like I said, lifestyles in general. I think people do live a different lifestyle. Even stripping and escort is a whole different lifestyle. But when you got in encounter with being an escort for Cassie, they was into lifestyle behavior. Like there's a lot of couples, and she can testify because she actually hosts these lifestyle parties. A lot of people don't even know this is a whole different world full of people that's into people watching each other, you know, their couples or their spouse have sex with other partners. And clearly this was Cassie and Diddy thing, you know, while you was escorting Cassie. And I felt like, I want to ask, I don't want to even express how I feel. I want to ask you, how did that make you feel when you was going through that experience? Was that your first encounter, experience, lifestyle, couples, or going in? Okay.
Yeah, it was. My first, that way I actually participated. I got propositioned, but it was my first time. And for me, it was, obviously, this is prior to knowing the trial and everything.
Of course.
I walked around with like theme music. Like I felt like this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
mad,
Like,
yeah.
I got this beautiful woman, and so here's what my real story was, because we make up stories. Because
For sure.
I couldn't ask them why they were doing it, so
For
I made up my
sure.
own story, right?
For sure.
So I had this thought process that Diddy's this billionaire rapper, and he basically has a hall pass. He just does him. He's been
And
doing him with women,
that
and
happens.
she has
And
to
she
just
got her own
deal with
personal.
it.
Yeah.
And so he finally said, all right, baby, you
Let me
can
go
have
find Mr.
one
Hayes.
guy. And she said, I pick him. And I'm like,
Yeah, I choose you.
who me? You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, all of the guys she can have, and she
Yeah.
calling me.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Those your choices off.
So yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing.
That's kind
you know what I'm saying?
That's hard, though.
Yeah, look.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was that your only couple? Did you, after you had that experience, did you go do that with any other couple? Did you want to explore more? And
Did it make you want to, you know?
It didn't I mean, eventually I got propositioned and I tried it a few more times.
Yeah.
But during that time, and maybe a lot of years after, I left it alone because the bar was set so high.
Gotcha, okay.
You know, even with me doing it again, that was by far the most attractive woman. And I was the most money.
Okay.
Of course.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Make it
Like,
make sense.
it was
Make
a
it make
lot
sense.
of
Make it
money.
make sense.
So I was spoiled, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
He was like, absolutely, I'll show up here.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, so it's like I'm getting
But naked? No.
I'm getting 6,000 over the weekend, and somebody calls me up like, "Want to give you $500?" Like,
No, what? I'm not going anywhere.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny.
I'm real more than that. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I think that's cool though, because like I ain't gonna lie, I've been to one LS party and I was like, I always wanted to go. I was like, you hear so much cool stuff. You see, like you visit different rooms, everybody just having sex and being naked and running wild. That's my vision. But then when I actually went to one, I was like, oh, this is that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I need to go to a gay one. I don't know because I was gay, but I was not ready to see that many penises at one time. So that was like, it was too much.
She said it's too much for
That
her.
was like, it's not no gay one. I could just go woman only. I don't want to.
Actually, sometimes they have women only. They do have women only parties. Yes, they do. Yes, they do have women only parties.
Okay.
But I do actually want to tap into a question.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it was kind of related to your, you know, the Punisher, the BDSM, you know, persona, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I took from that was like basically where you were in that space, that kind of like allow you to be able to feel more dominant because of what was going on. Is that where that came from? Because I'm curious, like.
Nah, so the truth of the matter is, if you really understand BDSM, you're not really dominant. The sub is in control.
Correct. Correct.
So anybody who thinks the dominant is in control with BDSM, they don't understand BDSM.
Exactly.
So it does not make you feel dominant. You are serving all day long. Now, if you're lucky enough that you can be stimulating, be stimulated from serving from that position, then that's cool. So I can do BDSM. I studied it. I understand it. I know how it works from the physical standpoint. Because people think it's just spanking and smacking and acting tough. But you're really creating a physical, hormonal experience for it to work right? So I understand and I can do it, but because I am really dominant, it's not my preference.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know?
Okay. He was like,
being dominant, and I feel like, you know, when you shared your story about when you was escorting with Cassie and how, you know, certain times you was, well, not you per se, but Cassie was directed to do certain things and how it kind of set off the mood. And at that point, I feel like you didn't have full control in your own element as if you would if y'all was just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And
Spot on. And
you know, so tell me what that was like now that you, of course, out of that situation, now you have full control versus not having any control. Like, tell me your experience of that.
Yeah, so that like we were just touched on, I am really a dominant, control seeking lover, right? So being in a situation where somebody else is directing and somebody else, it's almost like a turnoff.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I'm getting paid very well.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
getting
I get what you're
paid
saying.
very, very well.
No, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So
Okay.
this got to go down because I want that money. You know what I'm saying? So I could not, like I won a lot of other shows. People always want to ask me, well, how was it? How was the enjoyment? And I keep saying, I'm answering honestly, I could not even tap into my enjoyment because it felt like a job.
Gotcha.
It's a job. Like I'm trying to do it right. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think that baddest girl in the world you had, and you can't really enjoy her.
Yeah. But
who knows if she's even enjoying you? Because it's a sentiment reaction. You feel chemistry, the motion, the ocean, and it's just like.
Yeah. Well, what I did
get,
Yeah.
What
I did get is the ego part of it, right?
Okay.
It was validating. You know what I'm saying? It was validating, but tapping into the sexual actual enjoyment.
He said, I just had to think about the money, the ka-ching.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing to take your mind off of, the place that you don't want to be in, right?
Yeah, I got to get this paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's like, I got to get it. Yeah. That's always motivating, right?
Money rules everything around you. $dollar bill, y'all. Shout out to New York. But listen, I really want to also get in your head about your experience when you had a little sexual interaction with two cousins. We talk about it. You talk about it in your book. I promise you, you don't want to.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but now that she did.
I promise you, you don't want to read this book. This man, okay? He lived. And I want to get your reaction because, we hear songs. I don't give a fuck if they were two sisters. You know what I'm saying? We hear all these things like, well, that'd be why I'll take a mama and a daughter. People getting disrespectful.
No, for real, though.
That's what I'm saying. People getting disrespectful. But you had two cousins, and I want you to share that experience because I heard they was getting down and nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so talk about
we ain't gonna have them give too much.
Just a little taste.
Just know that it was two cousins. If you want to find out, by this book right here, Insert Your Freezing Meat right here. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
but I will cheat though. I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet. Okay. From page 58. From page 58, it reads, expert pussy eating is a way to compensate for what's missing in male penetration performance.
Say it again for the people in the back, because I don't think they heard you.
Expert pussy eating is a way to compensate for what is missing in male penetration performance.
That means you better eat.
So that means that if you know that you're not up to par, that means you're might have to just do a little bit extra. That's it.
Yeah.
And I actually love that you mentioned that because there's a lot of men that already know that.
Yeah, that's the go-to. That is the go-to.
But you gotta learn to eat too. Don't be just down there singing your ABCs, man. You gonna do it.
Do it right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's a whole song out here. My neck, my back, front, back. Look, all of it.
Directions and everything.
So I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out the book.
Please
seriously,
check out the book. I never had.
Yeah, and listen, I appreciate them. They're glorifying my two cousin moment, but it wasn't my finest moment. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't. It was not.
My finest moment.
Okay. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit because, okay. So, long story short, everything's, going, it's getting heated.
Yeah.
Okay, it's hot in here, Nelly style.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
And the package wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show up. The meat did.
The meat was frozen.
Yeah,
No, unfrozen.
No, it was thawed, girl. It was thawed. It was not.
Frozen means hard as hell.
Yes. See, you don't know. You don't understand.
Okay. I've been gay too long.
Okay, exactly. All right. So we know. But yes. So long story short, it did not. It wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
And, the one cousin, he was able to do the rule, page 58. It worked lovely. She was happy. She was okay. But then he got to the other cousin and he tried it. and she wasn't feeling it. She was not feeling it, and she wanted the real thing. And honestly, I'm the same way. I'm like, after a certain amount of time, I'm like, okay, babe, you ready? I'm like,
switch it up.
Cut on.
Yeah.
Break, like whatever we need to say, action, whatever. But so yeah, she was having a moment like me. She was like, oh no, hold on. Okay, yeah, no, I want the real thing, like basically. And he was just like trying to ignore it because he knew what was going on. But he like, listen, I know what I need to do. What I'm saying? He was on a mission to get the job done. And she just was not open to that.
All right, wait, I'm reliving my trauma. It's trauma response.
Right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I cannot tell y'all what happens after that. You guys are really going to have to read the book for that part.
Listen.
It was different.
For sure. For sure. I'm telling y'all.
Man, that must have been
I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't want to miss it, for real.
So make sure you get the Search of Freedom.
For sure.
It's out right now. Shout out to the Punisher. So we're going to get into a little game. I think it'll be fun to play a little game. We're going to get into Hot Potato, a.k.a. Dot Potato. So this is how the game goes. This game is brought to you by Lashingo Corporation, the government-certified source for safe, smart, and sustainable cleaning solution. Make sure you get Lashingo Corporation for your cleaning. So, for those who don't know, hot potatoes when we go around in the circle and you gotta reveal your deep, dark secret. Mm-hmm. Or if you're too shy to say place, you can say I never have I ever. But you know what? I'm gonna let everybody to reveal a secret because we got the Punisher in the building today. It's been a lot of sauce. It's been a lot of juices over in the house. So we're gonna go around playing this pillow around and DJ play the little chicken sounds. We're gonna have a little fun. Whoever lands on with the boom, you got it there. Your deep dark secret is on me. Okay.
It's on me.
Okay, my deep dark secret. Oh, this deep. I'm gonna share it this time for you, man. This is a nasty secret too.
Okay. I'm waiting for this.
It's very gross. Honestly, I shouldn't be sharing this, but you know what? It's the same place. Judge your mama, not me.
Okay.
All right, so forgive me, my fiance. But look, one day I was this back, when I was a hoe. So I was.
She's reformed now. She's changed.
I'm a changed woman. I'm a changed woman.
Right.
So I was eating a girl, getting it like Rule 58. Yeah, okay. I was getting in there, you know what I'm saying? And when I came out of there, I saw blood. When I say I lost my shit,
she did.
I lost my shit. She came bloody on me. She started her cycle, aka for those who don't get my drift. In my mind, you know how disgusted I was.
She called me. I remember.
I literally couldn't eat pussy for like.
I remember the call. She was distraught, y'all. She was so traumatized.
Has that ever happened to you? With a woman came and they started a cycle in your mouth? Like that's literally.
I think it happens to men, like when they're actually having sex, maybe. But I don't think
you might think she popping the cherry, or that could be it. They not as.
What I'm saying is, you gotta think though. You get what I'm saying? So with them, it probably happens more.
Common.
Their
package.
Package.
Yeah, some men will see remnants of blood and feel like, oh, she couldn't handle it. I told that thing.
Right. Run red lights. I don't run no red lights, man. I need the coast clear.
Completely.
And then it not only happened once, it happened twice, bro. This happened. I went to the dentist. Everything. I almost asked for a whole new mouth.
Girl.
I was take the whole thing out.
Damn, you had the spaghetti sauce mustache.
Not spaghetti sauce. He hit you with the spaghetti sauce. That's crazy work.
When I say Bloody Mary, okay, the drink, okay, it was disgusting. So please make sure you check your girl ovulation day. Know the day she come and she too west, man. Go check before we do anything. Shower twice. I don't know what to tell you.
Shower twice.
But it was not a good time. Let's keep it going. Back with the sound. Let's go. Oh, it's not going.
There was no boom. She got the boom.
You wanted to get picked. That was clever.
Actually,
that was funny. He know how I play. way. All right, TT, you gotta reveal your deep dark secret, or never have you ever.
A deep dark secret.
Let's do it.
Okay, let me think. I don't really think it's that dark. A deep dark secret. I can't think of one. Never have I ever. Okay.
Okay.
Never have I ever.
It's a safe place.
You said
because she
never
lying,
have
okay.
I ever. I don't know. I've done a lot.
Well, say a secret then.
Okay, a secret. Okay. I'm dating someone 12 years younger than me. I feel like that's cutting the line, don't you think?
No,
12
years?
I think 12, yeah.
winning.
Don't y'all think 12 years is like above, like...
What is
okay, I'm going to be honest. Let me just be honest, okay?
Let's discuss the age.
Okay,
okay,
let's do that. Okay. My oldest is 25. Okay. And then...
How's
my
the...
girlfriend? 28.
You date your son?
No,
that's
girl,
what's given.
No,
it's given.
The devil, girl, hold on. The devil is a liar.
Okay, yeah.
No, you're about to be 29. No, that's like a 4-age difference. Okay. So, but still, I still feel like,
it's too young.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like
you're a MILF. It's giving MILF.
Right. It's given. Yeah, it is. It is. Because I had to ask for identification.
I don't agree. If it was let's say a 40-year-old man and a 28-year-old woman, that's completely acceptable.
Everybody, yeah, you're right though, because it was a guy that was like what? It was a lady that was like 65. With the guy that we remember talking about the couple. Yeah. Yes, the two.
People just.
It was so crazy.
If it's consent, it's consent. But I still don't agree. Jay-Z being 31 and Beyonce being 19.
Okay.
But
that's so one day you'll agree.
I don't care though. That's just crazy though. That's crazy. That's different.
I don't think that's that bad.
I think you got to think of the mental maturity of the person.
Exactly. That is true.
Mental maturity of the person.
That is true.
Okay. I guess. Pass the Pluto, man.
Okay.
We going.
Let's keep it going. He did right on time too. That was a perfect serve, if you ask me. It was perfect. She said, "I'm passing it back."
Slow motion. It's like you gonna see
that. She took it so at the last minute. So
you know what? For the sake of the no instant replay.
Yeah, you
I'll hold on to the potato. No instant replay.
No instant replay.
Okay. You gotta reveal your deep dark secret, or never have you ever. It's a safe place.
Now I feel like this thing is gonna go viral.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
So, unfortunately, I have to piggyback off of your experience.
Okay.
But I willingly eat pussy on the period.
Okay.
Look at her face. But wait, I'm gonna give you the scenario. Right?
Is this with a tampon in, or like
yeah. So exactly. Okay. So because you must be on some. You must be on some Tasmanian devil shit, right? No, yeah, you on some. You on some.
I didn't look.
You like a Rottweiler in the you a Rottweiler in the dog food.
Yeah, I'm a dog. I'm a butt. You hear me?
All right, so what I will do is tampon in.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pack it, right? I'm gonna put with just the clit.
Oh, I got you. And he gonna.
And I'm gonna stay focused, like laser, like sniper focus, right on the clit.
Okay.
And chin ain't touching shit.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure you right.
You know what?
You know
a lot of men probably take this effective approach. Right?
Yeah, because I mean the blood is coming out the bottom, and the tampon got it sealed up.
Okay.
Right.
You just.
First of all,
I'm my visual right now.
No.
The visuals.
What he is saying is actually
crazy.
It goes hand in hand with a flexi cup. If you're a woman, it's a lot of women out here. Come on now, y'all know. Stop. Okay.
Come on now.
They had the little disposable ones. You fold it up. Okay. It looked like a Nuva ring, but it had the little thing so it can catch everything. So long story short, the purpose of it was you put it up there and you can still have sex on your period. Right. Nothing. No blood come down. No nothing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. The one part that is they don't talk to you about is how hard it is to get it out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really just be all up in there, just like you got to be cocked up and everything. But I mean, come on now, like you put them up there and you're able to, do whatever you're doing, and And
And I feel like
and-
it's not that deep for me.
True.
Like, we can wait the 5,
No,
7
we
days.
don't need to wait.
and-
That's all we
days.
don't need to wait.
And listen, y'all can confirm this for me. Like, so my understanding is like if you guys are on your period and you get like in the bath, it somehow your body knows
It'll
It's
just
water.
and then
That
it
is
shut
true.
off.
Right.
It'll
do.
shut off.
Yeah.
So I say get in the bath. So she gets out the bath,
Like that.
tampon,
Right.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna pack it. Let's
Yeah.
get you right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
At least
the
we
package
know that
to
he
me.
is going to be, look,
And
first
look.
aid, he is first aid ready.
Yeah,
Straight
but
up.
I ain't have the spaghetti mustache though.
Yeah,
exactly.
Spaghetti
She got
sauce
I
mustache. is
didn't even
crazy.
know, like, bro, you could have seen my face.
No, if
I
y'all
was
could have been
so-
on the other line when she called,
I was so distraught.
okay,
Uh.
when
Well,
she
I was-
called,
Because I love
I
eating
thought it
pussy.
was
I
an
feel like
emergency.
I
I thought-
love eating pussy.
Okay,
So,
well, see, I'm gonna find a way to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
man, nah.
But we don't have no take your goddamn potato. We got my business on the
Yeah,
street.
look,
all the business out there.
Yeah, it's a safe place. It's a safe place. We're gonna go behind closed doors, though. Behind closed doors, we're gonna get a little deeper into your everything you got going on, as far as your book, what's going on now in life. And I do want to ask you a few more questions. So we're gonna go a little deeper inside the Punisher. The first thing I want to ask you is first of all, the penis implant. I want to get into the penis implant because a lot of people don't know what it is. And I know you talked about it a few times, but my main question is, like, how does it work? Now, we get the science part of it when I watch you explain it.
Mhm.
But you also mentioned that you have, like, kind of these little releasers at the bottom of your balls, right? So I want to...
Like,
Yeah, that's my visual. Like a little click, click, pop out.
I mean, true, because
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think in my mind. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't have a penis.
correctly.
Yeah.
I don't have a penis. I don't know what it feels like. I know when I come, it's shoot out, wow. So for you, I know they put, something in there so it can shoot out nut, but is there a timing thing? Are you
Inflates.
like, hey, release now? Do you feel is it your nut or is it not? I know is it your nut or is it the nut that they? I don't know. I'm
She's
really
like, I just really want
I'm just really
Now, that part I did have a question about myself, right? That
confused,
part.
and
But-
I really want to like you explain to me how it works in that aspect. Go
All
ahead.
right. So I'm gonna just simplify it.
Okay,
right?
cool.
Everything works like normal.
Mhm.
Okay.
The only thing I can control is the rigidness of the penis. Like
Got you.
so if you imagine the penis, right? And think the pee hole at the top, right? On either side of a man's pee hole is like 2 straws.
Yeah.
And those straws normally fill up with blood, and that's what gives you an erection.
Mm-hmm.
Those straws run from the tip all the way into the testicles.
Mm-hmm.
What they do is they make a little incision in your testicles. They access those straws and they put cylinders in.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Right.
instead of blood rushing in there, they give me a little reservoir with saline solution in that they tuck somewhere by my bladder.
Okay.
And then in my balls, which you're talking about,
Yeah.
they add a pump. And the pump is
Okay.
about as big as a pinky with
Okay.
like a little ball on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in there. It feels like I have 3 nuts. And
Okay.
when I want it hard, I'd pump, pump, pump. When I want it to go back down, right below the pump is a little button. I'll hold the button and then it'll release and go back down.
That's awesome.
So as far as what I feel sensation-wise,
Right.
the way I orgasm or whatever,
Yeah.
nothing's changed.
Okay.
So
now, you did say in the beginning, though, of course, when you was first getting used to it, I believe you said, I think you said you had sex after your first 2 weeks or something
first 2
like
weeks,
that.
first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I told you I read the book.
Yeah, no, she read. Yeah,
I read
she
the
remember the
book.
details. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so for me, I did for a period of time had to regain some sensation. Like it
Okay.
all came back, but that's depending on the person,
Sure.
depending on the surgeon, depending on whatever. Like for example, my dad, he was good to go. He had more sensation after.
Mhm.
than
Oh,
he
yeah,
did
we got to talk
before.
about pops. Man, we didn't even talk about pops yet. That's the crazy part, y'all. Yes. Pops
Yeah.
out here living his best life as well. So, yeah.
I mean, everybody.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear that though.
Everybody can
It's
get
awesome,
a penis
for
if you
real.
want to
is
get a
wild.
penis. Is what I'm hearing. You know, you
yeah.
can't come to God releasers for you to release, and I think that's beautiful. But
Yeah.
it's so what I'm really trying to get at is still not your nut though. Like
No, the release.
No, it is.
It's
He
still
said
but it's
everything.
the pump. Okay,
the
just
Only thing
release
is
it.
just the
Okay, I'm just looking at the signs of
the blood
the
pumping.
release.
That's it.
The release is for the erection to go back down. It's not to.
Okay.
It's not literally release.
Okay,
You know what I'm
like that's
saying?
what I'm
It's not the
thinking.
nut coming out. Yeah, that's what she said. She like that.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
all
ready.
they
Like
do.
you ready?
No, Lord, that's what she think. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I'm like,
pow, milk mustache. Here you go.
Lord have mercy.
that'd be kind of cool though,
Right,
right?
that's what she was hoping to do. Right.
Yeah. You just let your
You know?
you just let your pervy imagination go a little too
Exactly.
far. The pervy side of the imagination.
Lord.
If I had a penis,
The
this is what I would
creativity.
be. Right. Yeah, so that's okay. So thank you for that education because I definitely was having visual like, oh yeah, he ain't gonna feel it. He can just hit the button and she's raining and
That's it.
hey, you came, you know, and it's a parade.
But since
you
you
know,
did
so-
bring up
I love
the implant, he did actually write about how he just bought it straight out. But you know, sometimes your healthcare plan will fight you on paying for it, for sure.
Oh, you like insurance
Yeah,
and
you got to do step therapy,
That's
which is
everything.
like 1,000 steps. Prior authorization, like it got to be so much stuff that's included for them to actually consider it. I already know, but
yeah,
so you know, he just happened to be blessed. He had the money, he had the
yeah,
bread.
for sure.
Pops had the
He dropped
bread.
the
They went
bag.
out there and
Drop
just
the bag,
wanted.
fix it.
Yeah, but
Now you did talk about your struggles. I did hear about, everything wasn't that easy.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
no,
everything
years.
wasn't.
it wasn't. Yeah, now
Mhm.
it's a full life experience. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
people look at men's sexual struggles as just a physical thing, but it's a mental health thing. It's a
for sure.
validation
Mhm.
thing. It's a financial thing. Not the cost of it, but just
Yeah.
your financial situation could affect your sexual ability,
Mhm.
right? Or your
sure.
confidence. And like it's so much to it, right? So just wanted to delve into everything because there's a lot to consider.
So how old was you when you first like knew like, all right, my dick don't work? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that age?
So the thing is, it was never. Most women were in denial, right? So it's
Mhm.
never. It doesn't work. It's more of it's not reliable,
Right.
right?
It's
It's
not
not
consistent,
reliable,
right. Mhm.
and then because it's not consistent, the anxiety comes up, and then you just never know. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You know, every time I go into a sexual situation, it's like,
Because anxiety also that's another
It kills
thing.
it, yeah.
Exactly.
and so when I went through, bad breakup, another
Right.
part of it,
Mhm.
and in the bad breakup, there was infidelity that was blamed on me,
Okay.
right? And my lack of sexual performance. That's when I was done.
Okay.
Because when you already have doubts and now you lose your sexual confidence.
I like the fact that you did admit it though, because a lot of men in that type of situation, they will try to make it like it's the partner's problem.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're not doing, or you're not doing something right, or
Yeah.
and the whole time it's because they don't want to admit that something is going on with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't take that
Without a
approach.
doubt.
Yeah, you definitely gotta get tested.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Everybody's not perfect. It's something,
Something wrong with somebody,
generational.
or
You know,
something,
your
everybody.
family, like you said, your dad had an issue. You know what I'm saying? It could have been passed down from generation to generation. We don't know.
Yeah, but as it says, when I really went to the doctor, I was 100% physically fit.
Yeah.
It was not a physical issue.
Yeah, for sure.
But I told myself something's wrong with me, something's wrong with me, something's wrong with me, to the point where I accepted it, and now it's never going to be right. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of men that's with women. You hear the stories. He sleeps in one room, I sleep in another room. We ain't had sex or whatever. And I guarantee you, that man has said, something's wrong with me. I'm done. I can't. Even that story you told earlier,
Yeah.
it could be a possibility where that same guy will go get checked and the doctor say, nah,
ain't nothing wrong.
ain't nothing wrong with you. But if you tell yourself, I'm out the game, you'll be out the game.
I believe that.
Yeah. Was it ever hard for you to have like kids and everything like that when you had an ED part before you got the surgery? Like, did you ever try to?
So here's the thing, right? I could still have sex,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It wasn't that I was just completely shut down.
Okay.
It's just the anxiety and the fear and the performance worry got so intense, I couldn't even enjoy sex.
You gotta think this is his clock. You gotta think like this is not like normal relationship sex.
No, I
you
get
know,
it.
this is
His money.
they in here, they pay a certain amount. I need to get in here, I need to get out, and he needed to work right then and there. And
But it spilled over into my personal relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It spilled over into my personal relationship. So, you know, it was never a scenario where I just something was wrong and it just did not work. It's just the unpredictability of it was just.
Yeah.
He had enough.
Yeah, it's just too much. Like sex is supposed to be enjoyable.
Easy, right?
Not a place of
rocket science.
anxiety. Yeah, not a place of anxiety.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, it's hard to deal with, and I'm glad that you was open and you shared your experience. A lot of people have the same problem, and I hope this book gives them the awareness and like, yo, you're not the only one. We all have these problems. We all go through these things. And it's okay to get help. It's okay if you want a bigger size or you just want the shrews up your penis. I don't know the term, but whatever works for you, it's okay. Because, you know, men get looked down upon. When women, we have fake stuff all the time, from the booty to the titty to the face to the, you know, whatever the case may be. Whatever makes you happy, I think, or whatever is healthy for you, I think is the message here. You know what I'm saying?
And look, let me add this, right? When I first got it, I thought it was something I was gonna have to hide, right?
Yeah, for
something hide that was embarrassing, but it's actually the opposite. You know, when most women that I meet, when they find out, like, wait a minute, you can get an amazing erection with unlimited stamina anytime you want. That creates curiosity.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm saying, listen, because I'm just like, okay, so here's the thing, because the only reason why I'm gonna say this is because I have this whole thing about vibrators and dildos, right?
That's
like,
true.
I don't mind. I mean, you already know my opinion. My opinion is, you know, I don't think they're that bad, but I feel like they're cold. I don't feel like it has the warmth, right? So I feel like if somebody with an implant and it has real natural, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like,
it's a long dildo.
right? So it'd be like, it sounds right. That's exactly what it sounds like. And that's what I was, that's why I was like, that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but yeah.
You know what? They create these, you know, studs or stem. Let me know.
Oh my God. I think you gotta have a dick first. I think you, oh Lord.
They make dicks and labs down.
No, you can't. No. He already had you have to have
I can have a
first.
dick implant. They growing dicks is what I'm saying.
No, they're not. That's what he's telling you, that they're not, honey. What he is saying is he already had one, all right?
Okay.
So yeah, no. We're going to have to stick to
We're going to do shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, think of it like a boob, right? You gotta have a boob to get a boob
breast
implant.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't just grow one. They said clicks with penises before, but
Well,
then they
I
cut
don't
out
know about that, sir. I don't know about
they
that.
said it growing. I don't know.
You know what? We ain't even gonna get in that today. That's a whole other subject. But you know what? We're going to get on that.
Yeah. So please, Mr. Parmentier, please tell everyone where they can find your book. Please make sure, you know, you go buy his book. But please, you know, where can they find it? Where can they read it or hear it? Everything.
Okay, yeah. So my book, In Search of Freezer Meat, it's obviously available on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Nobles. It's on iTunes, Apple Play, and Google Play. Sorry, and Audible for those. I narrated myself. If you want to listen to it, hear me tell the stories. You find out about the cousins and my dad and all of that, and my voice and whatever.
For sure,
that's an option also.
Yes, thank you so much again. Thank you, Kinfolk. Thank you, TT. This show was amazing. Special thanks to our sponsor, Status Network. Thinking about launching your own podcast, now is the time. Call the number on the screen and mention that you saw In the House, and you'll get $100 off on any podcast package for the month of August. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you listen. Status Network is the hottest ATL plug for all your podcasts right here. Make sure you follow us in the house. We tune in every Thursday, 7 p.m. live right here, Stats Network, YouTube, everywhere. Make sure you come back next week on In the House. Special thanks to my guest, Sharay. Hey, TT, so cute. Thank you. We see you next time. Peace.